Meanwhile, there's not a lot of cash to spare in education budgets these days. So why has Pima Community College agreed to pay someone $600,000 who may not work for the college at all? Not on Your Side wants to know. Craig Smith is in the newsroom now with an explanation that you may or may not accept. Craig?
Well, Jennifer, here is a college math problem. A chief administrator makes $280,000 a year. Then he stops working. What does he make after that? If you said zero, you failed this one. The right answer is $600,000 over roughly a year and a half. These are photos PCC supplied of Dr. Roy Flores moving out of his office today. He led PCC for about 9 years. Now he's too ill to continue. PCC Provost Dr. Suzanne Miles will take over as interim chancellor for about $280,000 a year, while Flores collects about $600,000 through June of next year. If he's able to work at all, it will be as a consultant, not a full-time employee.
What do you say to folks who basically wonder about the value of paying someone and it's not clear what services he can really offer in return right now?
Well, we're under a contractual obligation, so we're going to be paying that money anyway.
PCC Board Chairman Scott Stewart says Flores' skills mean he could still be a big help to the college, and he says the cost is less than it could have been. Flores' contract called for about $1 million through June of 2014. Renegotiations knocked the cost down by $400,000 and calls for Flores to leave a year sooner.
Was there a time when the board had an opportunity to accept his resignation and not incur this kind of obligation?
What Chancellor Flores did was not offer his resignation. He wanted the board to act on his retirement. When we chose not to act on a replacement chancellor in February, we needed more options. So we did not act on his retirement request at that time.
That gave Flores a chance to change his mind, retract his retirement, and enforce his contract. $600,000 for a former chancellor does not sit well with cash-strapped students.
It's not about service, it's about a contract. That's what it's become.
Tuition's always going up, and it's because of wasteful spending. I think that this is one of these types of situations where wasteful spending is going on.
Now, an association of community colleges says it's better to bring in fresh personalities from outside to serve as interim chancellor while you choose a permanent replacement. The PCC chairman says the board chose someone already on board at the college. Because the college is such a large operation with so many students spread across so many campuses, they cannot afford to have a break in leadership.
Craig, contracts are tricky. We know that. And they have language that can let an employer break the contract if someone is unable to work. Is the board going to consider that in the contract for whoever they do choose as the permanent replacement?
Well, when we asked that of the board chairman, and he said that probably is something they'll look into.
Craig, thanks. Appreciate it. Here at Not on Your Side, we give our viewers a voice, and we want to hear from you. Do you think Pima Community College is justified in paying a chancellor's salary for two people? It's our question of the day. You can chime in at KGUN9.com.